So we did most of the warm up. We have about 2 more, including this one. This is about 365. I think we're gonna cut it off at 396. That would be 90, because usually you go like 90, between 90 to 92% of your current max is that last warm up, you know, for those attempts, top singles, PR attempts and whatnot. So I wanted to go 90% of 430 for the last warm up, but I'd like a little bit more security. So I think, like I said, 90 to 92 range. I think we're gonna go in that like 90, 92 range, you know what I mean? High 91%. So we're doing 90% of 440 for that last warm up. I think that brings us to like 396. And I'm hoping just to no diff that, like that feeling of bench last week, that's how I want to feel. You know what I mean? That's how I want that last warm up to feel. And last week, the last one was like in the 370 range, and we no diff that. And that was such a huge confidence boost. That's what gave me the confidence to say, you know what, fuck it. Let's hit this 415 for 2 reps. You know, so I'm hoping that the last warm up today moves how the last warm up did last week, you know, where it moves smooth, gives us that confidence, and it's like, oh, dude, 440? This is a fucking joke, you know? So we got on 365 right now, and then I believe we go up to 396 for that last warm up. And then go into the PR attempt, depending on how we feel. That's the one thing, you know what I mean? Like, if we feel like shit, we're not gonna go for a weight, you know, would be like, if you feel like dog shit, bro, there's no point in going for a PR. Like, you're not gonna go for a PR if you know you're not gonna get it. And if you go into a PR just feeling like shit, but you still wanna push it, it's just not smart. I mean, I already injured myself going into something when I felt off, where like we've been down that road, don't wanna do that again. So it is top singles as well. You know, if we don't feel good enough, we can just go for a top single. But I'm hoping that's not the case, and we can go for 440 with serious hope that we can get it. Take a little break before going into that last warm-up, but I feel good so far. Hopefully that doesn't change. The rage ritual has been complete. Now we will have the rage going into this last warm-up and also going into this whatever weight we decide to put on going into that as well. Let's lock in. Take this shit seriously. Like, treat this, everyone, like we've been doing, this included, like it is the PR. If we didn't have a slight misgroove, just when we went down, we were up way too high. We came like more like here instead of where I would like to be. You know what I mean? So despite that, I felt like I could have repped it for like 3. It's still hard to tell with these things, man. You know, like going off of that, obviously I'm gonna have to rewatch it, you know, really feel it out. But going off of that, I don't even know if we go for 440, 430, what, you know? I feel like, I know I just said like, if we feel like crap, don't go into it, but I don't feel like crap right now. Like, I feel good, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I think we just go for the 440. Like, I don't feel like shit, I feel good. So this isn't one of those things where it's like, I don't feel like crap, so, or I feel like crap, but let's go into it anyways. But I feel 440. I feel good. And on top of that, we went for 430 last time. And last bench session, I felt like shit. You know, as I talked about many times, my arms, my tendons were fucking cooked. And it just did not feel that great. And I still came off of hitting 430. Like, I still hit 430 that day. So I feel like bench is in a much better spot. I feel a lot better. Why not go for the 440? You know what I mean? So we're gonna get that on, take a 5-minute break, and then go ahead and attempt this. All right, not much to say, no goofing around, no funny shit. We need to seriously lock in, get the adrenaline pumping, bro, and just get into this shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna fix these things real quick. Just because no spotter, Ryan's not here, you know, so if we fail, and I look around and I see people, but I don't trust anybody to spot me besides Ryan, so if I can't get it, it's going into these. So we're just gonna set them up so that it does go on that, you know, if we do fail, and not into our rib cage. We could probably throw in a 2.5, you know, maybe even a liftoff, granted, a 450. That is really fucking good. I am happy with that, man. Happy with that. Like, holy fuck, dog. Like, our bench is in the best possible spot for my weight going into competition. Squat as well. So now we just have to focus on getting that strength back and getting the deadlifts there. But like, that's really, really fucking good. And not, because I gotta stress this, not just because we hit the 440, right? It's because of the difficulty of how we hit the 440. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was slow, it's a fucking PR. It's not supposed to be quick. But, hold on, the music's about to cut out, I got it. All right, but that was like smooth, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, moved in a way where it was kind of similar to the 600-pound squat, right? That moved in a way where I knew that, you know, after another training block, I was gonna be able to smoke 600 pounds, you know what I mean? Like, that was one of those things where it was like my PR, but it was not an exact PR, meaning it wasn't like RP fucking 12, right? Like, I could have stopped halfway through my training block and probably gotten something more than 600. Bench moved in a similar fashion where it's like, that was not my exact PR. So after next training block, I bet that we could hit another PR. You know what I mean? 445, 450. I'm not gonna get like crazy and be like, oh yeah, we got like 470 or something, because the more you move up in weight, and for bench, I'd say in that 400 range, it's really hard to even add on 2.5. It's not even 5 pounds. 2.5, 2 pounds to your max. But yeah, I moved in a way where after next training block, everything goes well and we don't get injured. We could definitely get another PR right after that. And that will be around the time, 9 weeks. That would be around the time that we compete. So I bet that we could like hop on a program that's a little bit longer and then peak for that competition and then get a PR at comp. That would be fucking some super, super sweet. But yeah, I'm very, very, very fucking happy with that. Yeah.